Alright, welcome back to Single Player Party. Today we're gonna play Imperial Settlers Roll Write. I haven't played the Imperial Settlers main game yet, but I've been all about roll and writes lately, so I'm gonna give this one a try on the single player mode. I've done a couple test games using the normal village pad, but this is with the adventure sheets, which are specifically designed for single player. So here we have the normal build and victory points areas that you use for every game no matter what. And here is the adventure sheets that you use specifically for the single player game. And I'm just going to do a quick overview on how we play, and then we're just going to get right into the playthrough. So you play over 10 rounds. Whatever you roll, you can assign your stones, your wood you harvest, some apples, build bridges. You're going to total your points up across, and we'll talk about that as we go. This area down here, you can get these resources without having to roll them by going here with actions. And then this is what's going to change every game. So in the competitive version, you peel off one of these for each person. They're all the same, and you can build up your engine each way. But in this pad, there is 50. Oh, sorry, 48. There's only 48, but there's 48 unique pads, and you use one each time you play through. And so, you could erase them with an eraser and keep going. Or I believe you can print out sheets of this online. I don't know about this one. So right here I have the Primeval Forest, which if I use the action here, it's going to give me one of the wood. I really wish this thing would focus better. Then I've got the Sentry Tower, which allows me to harvest 2 different resources to gain 1 victory point. The Dark Chapel, which is roll 1 fewer resource die to gain 1 extra action. It's kind of interesting. And then down here is the Welcome Party, not a single player party. Choose a result on a die and gain +1 of that resource. That's strong. With 2 stone, it's hard. These star areas give you victory points at the end of the game. The temple, you gain 7 stars if you complete these little settlements. So in these corners are settlements, and these are upgrade options, so you can actually scratch out what you would get and upgrade it. If on your score pad here you mark off that shape, and it has to be in the exact orientation, so they're like Tetris pieces. If I got these 4, I can mark off that square and go from 1 wood to 2 wood every time I take that action. And these actions, you can take as many of them as you want during your turn. And if they cost you an action, which I don't think any of these do, the arch enemy here would. But if you feed your arch enemy, they give you victory points, which is kind of an interesting story mode version of this. So you name your village. We're going to call this one SPP1. And I do plan on going through all 48 of these. So I don't know if I'll get them all on camera, go through the whole thing. I would like to do it as a whole campaign on this show. We'll see how that goes. So you have your 3 resource dice and an action die. You either get 1 if you're 3 if you're unlucky. It's like rolling a 1. Or 5 if you like roll a 6. Everything else is 4s. So you average 4. And then you have these special abilities which you can use once per turn. And so what you do in the single player game, normally there's I think 2 of them in play, and then people decide which one they want to use or something like that. But I'm only concerned with single player rules for single player party. So what you do is you shuffle these up. I think one of them is really powerful. I forget. But my first time I ever played through the single player, I forgot to even have these on the field. And then the next time I felt really powerful. So we'll take 3. 1, 2, 3. And then at the start of each turn, you decide which one you're going to use. So I'm going to slide this up here. I'm going to flip these over. Export, boon, and ally. I don't think I got the really powerful one. Let's move these over here. So I'll go through them real quick. Ally is you gain 1 action. That one I like a lot. I'll probably end up taking that one a lot. I haven't had this one. Export. Trade up to 3 different resources each for 1. Trade up to 3 different resources for 1 victory point each. It's kind of good. I think you do this before you roll. Actually, I need to... No, you choose that. You definitely choose this after you roll. Choose a result on a dice you roll. Gain +1 of that resource. That's good. That's always good. That's basically this welcome party. So I get welcome party right off the bat, which is nice. And then ally. So you can, after you roll, you get to pick one of these, and it really is going to like change your strategy up. So we just got 10 rounds to score as many points as we can. And then on the back of the rule sheet is, in the single player mode, what we would go for our achievement table. So we're shooting for over 80 points. Over 80 points would be good. That would make you an emperor. I think the last time I played, but not on one of these sheets, but on the multiplayer sheet, I got 69. So I was a duke. So we'll just go into turn 1, see what happens. All right, so 4 actions. We've got the apple, some wood, a coin, which is wild, and we've got 4 actions. So that's a lot of actions. I think I want to start going for these 2. Actually, 1 fewer. I don't know about that. Gaining 1 wood each time is nice. And we can actually get that going right away. And then I want to do this one too. So we'll use... We're only going to have 4 actions. Let's gain an ally. So we'll have 5 actions. And what we want to do is we want to use one of them here. If the box is empty, it just costs an action. It doesn't cost us any resources. And these can also be done in any order at any time. So I'll use the second action for the apple and third action for the wood. So that means I have 2 actions left. We're going to do an empty one, and then we're going to use the wild one as stone. So turn 1 is over. And I like to make a little note here about how many actions I had, because I find that interesting. Maybe one round I might have been really low on actions. So this goes back. We scoop up and roll, and I'm already going to be gaining 1 wood off this. And move these down here like so. Maybe easier for you guys to see. And I'll keep these up here, and I'll pull down the one I want to use. It's probably going to be that one most often to get the engine up and running. So I can gain that 1 wood right now, right away. So it's pretty powerful. Double stone. Nice. Okay. So what do I want a +1 of? These are victory points. I do like to build the bridges. Those are nice too. So I don't think I need to gain another stone for another resource, although I may not have one. But I do have the wood. Choose a result. I'm wondering if choosing a result of a die, so I can't use the +1 to gain off this wood, because this is not the result of a die. It's good to know. Harvest 2 different resources to gain. Okay, so this harvesting is down here. That's what this is about. I don't like rolling 1 fewer die, but so now I have 1 wood to play with, but in this box, you need 2 wood at the same time that you use the action. So if I had a wild or a wood, then I could have used it there. I may not want it to go to waste, so I might mark off the sentry box here just to get that wood. I'm going to take an extra action. I really like actions, so they get things done. So we're going to use our 1 action here with one of these guys to get that stone, and that means next turn choose a result on a resource dice and gain +1 of that. That's always going to happen. That's super powerful. And this we can get this thing here, so it's 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. So we can tuck another one of these in there. That's ramping up a lot of resources. So I would like to do that right away too. So we've got 4, because I used this for this. So we've got 4 actions left, and I've got 2 resources and the 1 resource for the wood. So let's use the 1 wood resource here. So we've got 3 actions left. The food one, 2 actions left. So that's gone. And then I'll do the stone. So 1 action left, and I might as well just get that going. So now I've got these 3 available already, and that's really fast. So that round is gone, and I had 5 actions. Okay, so round 3. Nope. That was a good die. That would have been nice, but I don't do it that way. Okay, so now I've got the extra wood here. Choose a result on a resource die, gain +1 of that. I can gain +1 of the apple or another wood. I can really ramp up into a lot of wood here. So get enough extra. Have 4 wood this turn. So I'm going to do that. Spend all 4 wood to get this one and this one. So that's 2 of my 4 actions. And then I will do an action here. So that's 3 actions, and this is spent. And then I can start building a bridge as well. So that's my 4 actions. So 4 there, and mark off number 3. So I'll put that back and get to rolling. Oh, I rolled off, so just slide these up. So gaining +1 of this, and welcome party, so I can have 3 wilds. Wow, I had another one of these. Dang, that's powerful. Okay, so I'm gonna gain, choose a result on a resource dice. So I'll have 3 wilds. I've got my 1 wood here, another wood here, 5 actions. So I'm going to use 1 action to get this wood done. So that's using that wood and this wood. 4 actions left. I got a lot of wilds. So this becomes 1 2 3 wild. So I'm going to use 2 more actions. So 1 wild, and then that was 1 gold, and so the other 2 gold I'm going to have to be this. That's 3 actions. So these are all spent. That's spent, and that's spent. And I'm not harvesting yet, so I'm not using that. So I'm just using these 2. So I've got 2 more actions and one more of the apples. So I'm going to grab this guy and this guy. And so this will be done. And I had nice 5 actions rolled there. So now I have this column done. I have that done here too. So I think I want to grab... See, I'm concerned because it's like 7 victory points later. But this would triple that. And I think getting it early would be solid. So I'm going to fill this in. This is what the settlements do. So I filled in that shape, the little L. Got it there. So now I scratch this off and make it a 2. So now every time I use that, I can increase one of these rolls by 2. This is so strong. And that can help fuel this if I end up wanting to grab this guy now. But we're almost halfway through the game. So I just rolled a lot of apples. I don't need a lot of apples. I need actions. So I can boost this up to +2 apples, which is just kind of nuts. I can get big money down here. I can't remember if you have to build up this sequentially or not. I'm going to play it that way, although I don't think you have to. Any of these ones, you can build them in whatever order you like. This one I cannot remember. So I'm going to add +2 to a result. So this one of these apples is worth 3. That's nuts. So I've got 5 actions. So I'm going to, do 1. Use wood from here. 2. 3. Got plenty of apples. 4. 5. Now you have to build out this way, filling in each box as you go, and you score based on whatever one you're farthest on in each column to bring over to here. And if I was to start scoring these random one-off points, you can just tally them here for that. So that was turn 5, and I did 5 actions. So here's a wood. So I've got 4. I still got 1 empty spot here. So I can use that for one of the actions. And then I can generate a lot of wood or a lot of apples. I say I go with this. So what happened here is I got these 2 for this bridge. So I was supposed to circle this way back when. And now I have access to that bridge. And so now I can start harvesting from here. So if I harvest 2 different things, then I'd gain 1 victory point. I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, I finished this off, so I might as well... use it. I think going here was actually a mistake. This sentry tower. I don't think I needed to. I think... Yeah, I feel like if I don't get my money's worth on some of that, that could be bad. But I can roll the less dice in the future to get that done. But since I did roll the wood, and I have 5 actions, I'm going to use the other wood here and check this guy off right there. So that's 2 wood. I guess I could generate the other 2 wood. So if I generate the 2 more, so I have this one plus 2 would be 3, 4. So I used 2 right there. So that's 1 action, 2 actions, 3 actions, 4 actions, and that's all the wood. And then I have my 5th action for 1 of the apples. Plugging along here. So this turn is over and we had 5 actions. Got a lot of the wood on that one. So now this is up and running. So I feel like I want to do this now. So I want to roll 1 less of the resource dice. And I'm going to gain an extra action. So I've got a blank one here I can take. And in order to harvest, it requires an action. So if I want to do the harvesting, I'm already gaining an extra action right here. So let's do that. So apples, boo. And then I want to take another, gain another action. So I feel like I can charge up the wood, which is always kind of nice. That's a lot of victory points. I don't really need to do any harvesting yet. Don't really have access to much stone. Stone is only generated through the dice. So I can grab a stone there, but I need 2. And this says choose a die. This says choose a die. So I'm not going to be able to boost any stone. Okay, as soon as I get a stone, I'm going to need to make that work. And I might want to wait to harvest on a turn that I can grab that extra stone and go farther there. But take the wood all the way up. Take the wood up, that could be good. So I've got 6 resources. Or 6 actions. So let's do, oh, this is available too now. So 1 wood and another wood. That's 1 action. Let's gain +2 of this off of this one. So that's 2 wood. I've got floating right now. And then use 1 action on this. So I was at 5. Now I'm down to 4 actions, but I have 3 wood. So mark this off. Now I'm down to 3 actions. So on my 3 actions, I'm going to do 1, 2, and no more blank spots. Okay, I messed that up. So mistakes were made. I could generate one of these. I could harvest. But if I did harvest, I would have no extra actions to spend that, what I harvest. So I missed an opportunity here to gain 1 victory point. And I wasted not rolling a die to get that extra action. And I wasted, either that or this. I have a wasted action. So turn 7 is over, and that was a 6 action round. Okay, now I was short last time, but I did want to gain. I'm going to roll. No, I need to roll more so that I can try to get stones or wilds. So let's do that. Let's roll all the dice again. Ouch. Ouch. This does not give me much opportunity for anything. So I don't need to ramp this up. I've got 1 wood. I got 5 apples. And I'm going to need an extra turns. So I think I should just go up the apple picking. So 5 turns, because I did not do this, and 5 apples. So I want to be able to make shapes here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just ran all the way up the apple tree. So we had 5, and that's over. I have not done much harvesting this game. So I need to bring my stone up. So I still want to roll a stone or a coin. I could harvest a coin now, and I can harvest a stone to move me up that one, but that's not much. Wow, and 3. Oh, that hurts. Okay, I definitely need another action. So I can have 4 wood. So I'm going to do this is tough. The tough decisions are being made now. So if I don't gain any apples, I can't get that one. If I don't gain any, can't get that one. I would need a stone and a stone to get that. So let's gain gain 2 wood. So I have 4 wood. Let's do one action here. 2 actions would be marking this off. A third action would be harvesting that. And my last action will be taking this and that one I harvested and mark that off. I feel like I missed another opportunity here to harvest more. Take advantage of that, but doesn't matter. This is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, I want to get this one because if I do that, it's worth another 7 victory points. Going here. Yeah. So mark this off and I lousy 4. Alright, I am going to roll. I'm not going to use my Dark Chapel because I need actions, but I also need coins or a coin. Finally, a coin. Okay, so I'm going to take the extra ally action again. We're going to make this result up by 2. So that's, I've got 3 wilds. So what I want to do for that is I'm going to make them all stone. So to use 2 of the stone for here. So I'm down to 4 actions. 1 of the stone here. Down to 3 actions. So all my stone are gone. I used this and that. I was able to get that and that, which is pretty huge. Now I went down from 5 to 3 actions. So I have 3 actions left. I have 2 wood and an apple. So I can harvest an apple and get that. Oh, this is my last round. I don't got anything after this. We're starting total. Okay, so now I really need to calculate what's going to give me the most benefit. This is a 3 jump. This is only a 2 jump. But what am I going to do with 2 wood? 1 wood is going to give me +1. So here I can get a 4 victory point swing if I harvest and go there, and then I go there. Because I have 3 left. So harvest, use that apple, and that one gets me that. Use my last to get me that. Okay, game's over. So this is pretty fast. And so we mark this off. I really do like the speed of this game, although it doesn't feel like you really get to build anything, but you're marking everything off and then you're done. So in this last round, I had 5. These numbers along here are just for my notes. I could probably just write that number in there, and then I could even keep track in there. The box is nice and big. I think in the instructions they tell you just to mark it off. But let's see what I ended up getting out of this. I did not get any arch enemy stuff, but let's score up some temples. So it's 3 down and 2 across. So we can get these 3, and then 2 across. That's 1. And you can't use any that were already used by something else. So might have been able to hug one inside, like cradle it in there, but I did not get that. So let's go down here, get this. So I got these 2 like that. So that's 14 points. So we're gonna put that 14 here. Let's see what else I got. So the highest I got in stone was 5. And then I got 14 for wood. I made it to 17 apples and 7 here. Now this would have been for anything that I randomly earned, whether I would have gotten some of this harvest stuff done or whether I would have got some of these done, but I didn't get any of that stuff. So let's see what we got here. We got 19, 29, 36, 36, and 7 is going to be 43, 43, 53. Oh, wow. 57-point game. That is not good. For right in the middle, we're a Castilian. I should look up what that term means. And I should try to get this thing fixed on the focus side. So yeah. So 57 for my first try at the adventure sheets using this setup. So what I normally do is I peel this off and I peel this one off, and then what I did with the other 2 games is I just stapled this together and, you know, just keep it in the box. You can always erase this, take a new sheet, and keep this for whatever, or, you know, recycle it. So this is Imperial Settlers Roll Write, and I really like it. So hopefully I'll work my way through all these sheets, and let me know what you guys think of it in the comments. All right.